and both are captains. Ryan somehow pulled it out and beat a bunch of good players and got the number 2 tag.
MTDGA Draft.
I don't know what Hayden's going to do. He has the first pick, then Ryan has 2, then Hayden has 2, and so on and so forth.
I think that I'd be a good pick for a team because I bring a lot of positivity.
If you get Costco, you get a man on the rise. You get a man who's shown a capacity to improve.
I think I bring a lot to the table, more than people think.
I've been playing for about 17 years.
I'm one of the more balanced players.
Deal with me, you can get my best. I have a lot of untapped potential.
You're going to want to have me on your team, obviously.
I won't be happy and I won't be satisfied until I get that gold tag.
We all saw how much better I got out there, and I'm clearly headed for the top 10.
I barely scratched the surface of my potential.
I'm one of few that can come out and win outright.
Physically, I have the wingspan of Kevin Durant.
82% circle one putting.
I'm touching both walls right now. You can't see, but...
The most improved mustard tiger from Houston to Lafayette.
And when I'm not in the gym, I'm sitting here doing curls, right? I'm getting the peaks because the bicep peaks gets the freaks in the sheets, all right?
Former champ.
I don't know anybody else who can touch 393.
One of 3 to hold the number 1 tag.
I can get unraveled.
My true skill hasn't shown at any of the events yet, and eventually it will.
I just got off the phone with my agent, and the rumors are swirling.
Almost positive I won't be the last one. Maybe I will be the last one to go.
These other guys are old. They're going to fall apart. At some point, their brittle bones are going to break, and my strong bones are going to throw far.
Maybe I could be the first pick, you know? Like, how cool would that be?
I'm looking for gains.
The top 6 guys, you know what you're going to get, but it's going to be the bottom 6 guys that win you tournaments and win you matches.
You get a leader, a leader amongst the bottom pack. I should qualify that.
My potential is to the moon.
Brandon is forehand heavy, so I think that's something for the team captains to consider.
As of now, I don't feel confident in the backhand. It's good enough. It's probably top half of the Mustard Tigers, but I need to get it to a place to where it's a tool that I like to use instead of doing crazy forehands.
I'm probably second in distance, top 3 for sure.
I'm not just Hayden's little brother.
I probably have the most versatile forehand out of everybody.
Maybe someone like me who's a little more versatile could be more valuable on the team.
I can have a bad hole, I'll birdie the next hole.
I'm in the best possible shape of my life, all right?
Whatever team gets me is going to get dedication, honor, integrity.
I definitely don't want to be on Ryan's team.
Each one of those, you either win or you learn. And so I've been learning.
I'm 19 years old. I have room to grow.
Other guys are just higher than me on the draft board.
Putting, I'm top 3.
You're going to want me on your team.
I don't know what team I'm going to, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to getting to work.
I think this draft can go a bunch of ways.
You're going to want me.
If I ever peak, that'll be scary for the MTDGA. Whatever team, whatever hat I'll be wearing on draft night.
I see it coming down to plates versus non-plates, so the old guys versus the young guys.
Who's going to get picked? How's things going to shake out? We don't know.
Well, let's go ahead and kick off the 2022 MTDGA Draft. Hayden, you're on the clock.
Well, after much consideration, a lot of research, a lot of advanced analytics, there's a lot put into this. A lot of sleep was lost, a lot of restless nights. And today, actually, I came down to the final decision based off of previous performances, chemistry, and drive to win being the 3 main pillars for this choice. I'm going to go with Brandon Leota, first overall.
Congratulations, Brandon. Do you have any words to say?
You're screwed.
So there's no surprise that Hayden went with Brandon. Brandon has put in really good performances at these events. I don't think he's ever finished lower than third at a mustard major. I know he's won at least one mustard major, including the first one at the Battle of Bulow. So he's one of the founding members. The next thing we're going to do is shake things up a bit. I'm not going to take these two guys in any particular order. It's just going to be my two picks. But I'm going to bring in Jake Tita and Chase Andrews.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
There you go.
Love it.
Great pick.
There you go.
Second overall.
Two great players. Honestly, either one of them could be picking me right now. Honestly, like between myself, Brandon, Jake, Chase, even maybe Andrew and Kanan, probably could have been in the seat I'm sitting in right now. And any one of those guys could have also gone 2-3. But those are my two picks. Jake's not here. Chase, do you have any words?
Yeah, I'm just excited once again, to be on the other side versus Hayden and Brandon. I mean, challenge accepted, right? I think we barely scratched the surface of where we're going to be. So I can't wait to beat you two nerds.
All right, beautiful. Well, that brings up Hayden. Hayden, you now have the floor with the 4th and 5th pick of the draft.
Cool. Yeah, so same as Ryan said, this is no particular order. And I don't think these picks will come as a surprise to anyone. And that's going to be Kanan and Andrew.
Let's go.
Oh my God, he's stacking the team.
The nerds against the fight.
Before his own flesh and blood. Look at this, guys. Aliens right here. Leave his brother hanging.
Well, I know he said no particular order, but I did notice that I was picked after Kanan, so I will remember that. but I'm happy to be on the team. I'm not gonna lie, I had a faint hope. I mean, it was a hope and a prayer, but I had a hope of being the first overall pick, and so I'm happy with the team. But I'm out to prove that I'm the best player on this team. So watch out.
Just excited, Hayden, love Hayden, great player, best friend. Andrew, Brandon, solid 4 so far. It's just, I wouldn't want to be a part of any other team already. I'll say it.
Interesting.
I was really happy when Hayden said my name before Andrew also. I remember that as well. That's it.
Jason, welcome to the draft. Sorry we got started a little bit before you got here. Just to catch you up on what's going on, with the first pick of the draft, Hayden picked Brandon. Really no surprise there. At 2 and 3, in no particular order, my bad, I took Jake and Chase. At 4 and 5, I'll also point out that this was in no particular order. Hayden and Andrew. We're now at the 6th and 7th pick. We're going to go with the next pick. It's going to be the 6th overall pick. And we're going to go ahead and take Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, go ahead and take your time to tell us how you feel.
I feel like I'm at home on this team. This is this team I was meant to be on, and I'm excited about it. Looking forward to it. Liking the way they're shaping up so far.
At the 7th pick, we're gonna go out on a limb here. Okay. We're gonna try something. We're gonna shake it up a little bit. And Harrison, welcome to the team.
Woo! Oh, Harrison Tubman.
Yeah,
tonight.
Harrison, your brother's picking the other team. You're probably not familiar with all the guys on our squad. You're probably more familiar with your brother's team. How does it feel coming over here and getting to stretch your legs out on your first season?
Well, to be honest, I feel betrayed by Hayden, and I think that lit a spark under me. So I'm ready. I'm ready to battle against him and take him down.
Oh, Hayden sold his soul. Terrible to see.
The next pick is going to be the 8th and 9th pick. These go to Hayden. So Hayden, take it away.
Yeah, look, it would have been nice to have Harrison, but only have so many picks. And, forming a team here is tough. Tough decisions have to be made on draft day. You can't get everybody. But with that being said, I'm still very excited about these next 2 picks. And this is in a particular order. I'll say that. So with my next pick, I'm going, what pick is this? Number 9?
This is number 8.
Number 8. Okay, great. Even better. Number 8, I'm going with Drescher.
Let's go!
Fucking
go! Let's go!
Get the name pulled off the board early. Let's go!
Let's fucking go!
Oh my goodness. Hello. Are you sure you called Brandon Drescher's name? We need a confirmation here. He's about to go nuts. He's about to flip his desk over, piss his girlfriend off, piss his daughter off.
Trophies flying.
I just got picked. What pick was that? Wait. What pick was it? Say it again.
8.
They all want to hear. That was the 8th pick. Oh my God. I'm in delusion. I can't believe it. Super happy, super pumped. I appreciate the early pick, so I appreciate it.
What a vote of confidence.
Congratulations, Drescher. Hayden, let's go back to you with the 9th pick in the 2022 MTDGA Draft.
All right, yeah. So with the 9th pick, I'm going with someone that, I think we saw a lot of improvement from last major to the previous major. A lot of fight, a lot of dog in them. Learning some new tricks, new technique. And with the 9th pick, I'm going with Jeff.
Yes.
Let's go, Joe.
Well, that gives us the 10th and 11th pick. We're going to go ahead and fill in that 10 spot. Mr. Christian, congratulations. Anything to say?
Yes. And let me tell you, you're not just getting Christian. Ding dong's back, baby. Ding dong is back.
Welcome to the team. In the number 11 spot, we're going to take the Train. He says he's not retired. I think we got a steal, probably the steal of the draft in this pick. Train's got talent. And in that 11 spot, that's just surplus right there. That's surplus. So that's extra. And if we have Train in our surplus spot, our utility guy, we're going to be tough to beat. I know
you're going to have a guy that plays 4 holes in round 2 and leaves.
Super consistent.
Let's face it. He was on the East. The East is dead. Who wants?
He's 71 years old, man. He's an older guy.
Who wants to play for a dead team? So we welcome him with open arms over here. We'll have to come up with a team name. I really like the way Hayden's team looks. Hayden, Brandon, Kanan, Andrew, Drescher, Jeff. That's a solid squad. I think Drescher is going to bring some motivation to these fucking nerds. I think he's going to get them off the ride and
get them off the Xbox.
Yeah,
let's go.
I think
let's go.
The secret ingredient that team needs. I think him paired up with Jeff. Jeff brings some real experience, some real grit. And I'm excited to see that energy from Drescher, that grit from Jeff, and just the raw talent that these young kids have. So really looking forward to it. Hayden, would you like to give your thoughts on how this team panned out for you?
Yeah, I think all in all, I had a draft plan and I basically got every player in every spot that I wanted them. So I think you hit the nail on the head with Drescher and Jeff and what they bring to the table. And then we all know, we've seen what Brandon's done in the past. We've seen the potential of Andrew at the last event and Kanan as well. So a lot of balance, a lot of talent, a lot of energy. So I think it's a good squad.
Ryan, we need to cut to Harrison. He's pissed. He's red in the face.
Harrison, what's going on over there?
Nothing. I'm good.
You're going to say I'm playing 450.
My team right here.
I'll say this. I almost wanted to take Andrew in that 2 and 3 spot. I feel like Andrew's got a lot on the table here. I think he's got a lot to say when it comes to this upcoming season. I knew that if I passed on him in that spot, that Hayden was going to take me. I knew that. Hayden, were you concerned at all that I would take Andrew in that 2-3 spot?
I thought it was a possibility, and I can tell you, if you were, I was going to take Kanan and Harrison over Jake in that spot. Jake was not going to be a part of this team. There was no scenario.
That's so interesting. I never thought about that as something that could have. I would have loved to have pushed Jake back into a further round back. Would have loved to do that, but I shouldn't shit on him because we welcome him to the team. Jake's not here to defend himself, but the truth is Jake's a competitor. He's one of 3 people that's held that one tag. The only other person is Brandon and obviously Hayden. But Jake's held that tag, and he did defend that tag. He makes good. The Battle of Bulow, he was top 3. At the Texas shootout, he was top 4. And even at this tournament, we had a lot more people, but he ended up top 5, I'm pretty sure. So Jake's a competitor. He's always out there to win. I'm not really here to judge his motivations. He's obviously out there for himself, but what's good for Jake is good for the team. So we're glad to have him. Brandon, how do you feel about your squad?
I liked the squad after the Kane and Andrew pick, but I loved it after the Dresser pick. We need that energy.
Jason, you were an early pick. As you look down your list of teammates, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces. One of them that isn't so familiar is going to be Harrison. How do you feel about Harrison joining the team, and how do you feel about all these familiar faces surrounding him?
Yeah, I think super excited to have Harrison join the squad. I think his energy, his talent, right, his unique perspective when it comes to disc golf is going to be valuable versus the veterans that we have on the squad. So I think he's going to pair very well. I also feel like a lot of veteran leadership on Team Ryan, and a lot of situational awareness. I think we're going to live up to the moment. It's going to be a great challenge to take down Hayden and the boys, but I'm super excited to be on this team to have that opportunity.
Beautiful, beautiful. Kanan, you're the only Tita that showed up tonight. How do you feel about your squad? How do you feel about being announced before Andrew? Where are you?
That's one thing that I can always bring to the table. I'm always going to show. Jake's probably always going to show. Train is very questionable if he can make the events, or if he needs to get to Graham. He's very. You never know with him, and that's a big problem. I do have to say that I'm glad I'm not on my brother and dad's team. I'm actually very excited about that. Jake on the course can be a real downer if he's doing bad, so it brings down the whole team vibe. He's also just kind of an asshole all around. And he just gets it straight from my dad. So having him on the team is kind of good. I just hope that however we decide to do cards, just hope they're not on my card. But I'm excited. Brandon's an awesome player. Andrew's an awesome player. I do have to bring up one more point about Drescher being on the team. Yeah, he's got energy. Yeah, he's got spunk. But he also, me and him bring a big lefty advantage to the team. So having both lefties in the league on the same team may end up being a great balancing act. And I think that's probably one thing that Hayden also thought about. So, that's a good thing. The other team looks strong, great players. Jake's good. Jason's questionable. There's 2 versions of Jason. Is the good Jason going to show up, or is the bad Jason? It's the same thing with Harrison. Harrison has 2 personas on the course. And Train may just leave. No offense to Christian, but we all saw what happened during that last tournament. And, love you, Christian.
Kanan, I appreciate all your nice words and everything. I noticed Hayden and Andrew were nodding their heads very affirmatively when you were talking about Jake and not being on the same team as them, that you're happy that you're not on the same team as them.
I do have to say that I'm glad I'm not on my brother and dad's team. I'm actually very excited about that. Jake on the course.
What's going on there, Andrew, Hayden? Why so affirmative that he's not on this team with his family?
I think we get the best version of Kanan without the other Titas. So I think that's important. I think that, like you said, he is the most reliable, and I think he may have the highest ceiling of the Titas. So depending on how the format of this goes, I think that's going to be important.
Andrew, you were. How do you feel knowing that both team captains were really fighting for you? They really wanted you on their team. How does that make you feel, being that this was just your first event just a couple weeks ago?
You say that, Ryan, but I think I heard 4 names drafted in front of me. So I hear a lot of talk about how much I was wanted, but, was I really wanted that bad? Well, I guess we'll see. No, I was happy with it. It's from what I heard before the draft. It's pretty much how it sounded like it was going to go. We figured you'd stick with the two veterans, and Hayden was going to go younger. The only surprise to me, I'd say, was Harrison not ending up on Hayden's team. I don't think Hayden, passed on him on any obvious pick. I think I was surprised that you picked him where you did. So I think that's something to watch. I think that's going to be a motivation for Harrison. That's something I'm worried about. I think that he may raise his game because of that draft move. So I got to tip my hat to you there, Ryan. But other than that, I would be our team. I'm really happy, and I'm really excited for the season.
Well, I'll tell you what it is with Harrison. And it includes Jason too. I think Jason and Harrison are going to be Harrison and Jason probably have the most potential to be the most improved players of this next season. So I see Jason improving a lot. I see Harrison improving a lot. And honestly, I see Christian improving a lot. I see all 3 of those guys putting in a lot of work. And who knows where they'll end up at the end of the next season. Start with Brandon and get predictions on what team you think is going to win. The answer is probably pretty obvious, but you never know. Somebody might surprise somebody. Brandon, who you got winning the next season?
Yeah, I think we have experience. We have the talent. You have raw ability on your team in Jason and Harrison, but I think that there's just too much for y'all to overcome. A lot has to go wrong for us with the team we have. Now, if Harrison becomes what Hayden is and Jason gets real good, we can talk, but we got to see it first.
Okay, so who do you have being finishing number 1 at the end of the next season?
Player-wise?
Yeah.
It's got to be Hayden unless his hip gets out of socket or something.
All right, no surprise there. Now, who do you see being the most improved player based on where they finished this past season and where they will finish next season?
If Harrison plays enough, if he's not, in rust and playing once every 2 months, it should be him. But if not him, I'd say Jason if he's playing. One of those 2.
All right, let's go to Christian. Christian, what team do you have winning next season?
Yeah, I think us, we got a new little brother in town, so, it's got that good fresh blood in here. So I think we got a lot of potential. I've got a lot more potential than what I showed last time. We had kind of showed a little bit at the Battle of the Bastards, but kind of fell off after that. But bring back that Battle of the Bastards fight, and I think we probably win it. Not saying, we probably have more players winning, I suppose. Hayden's going to just keep going where he's going to the moon, but I think we got a good chance.
So, Christian, do you have Hayden winning, being the number 1 player next season?
I see. There could be. You might be up there in contention for it.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Not that far off, so we could see you up there, but we can see Brandon up there as well.
who do you see being the most improved player versus their where they finished this past season and where they'll finish this next season?
Overall, me, but on top of that, I mean, Drescher's badass. It's like just got started. He's fucking out there, just fucking doing it. You know, doing it with style, full of energy and shit. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, man. It's another good one.
All right, my battery's about to die, so I'm going to pop over to
Andrew. Brother now, man. And so, I mean,
Andrew, what team do you have winning next season?
Oh, it's got to be us. I don't think it's going to even be close, to be honest with you.
Well, that's interesting. Where do you have winning it all?
Number one player, I guess no surprise. I'll go Hayden. I will do a surprise pick for most improved, though. I'm going to take Train on that one. I think because of his, I don't know where he's ranked now, but because he had a DNF, I'd imagine it's pretty low. And I've seen some good rounds out of Train. I think that if y'all get a dedicated, committed Train, I could see him shooting up pretty far.
100%. Let's see, and we'll shoot over to Harrison. Harrison, what team do you see taking it all?
I mean, I gotta say us. I think that I'm surrounded by the veteran leadership I need, and that's gonna make me thrive. And I mean, I'm pissed, so I'm glad to be have some fire under me. I'm ready to play. So I think all of us are gonna come together and take them down.
And Harrison, who do you think will be the most improved player?
To be honest, I'm gonna say myself. Not trying to be I want to be more humble, but I gotta say myself. I'm gonna be training harder than ever. So.
That's what we want to hear, Harrison. And who do you see taking down the number one spot next year?
I'm gonna say you are, Ryan. I think you're gonna dethrone Hayden this year. I'm gonna be glad to see that.
Okay, let's go to Jason. Jason, what team do you see winning next year?
I think our team is going to have a really good shot, mostly because we're not going to play nothing but full, 6-on-6, 6-on-7 matches. And I'll take Jake and Train and, Chase at Bulow against any three guys from the other team. I mean, that's a pretty fair match, I think.
You bring up a good point that we have a lot of coverage. We have coverage in Austin. We have coverage in Lafayette. We have coverage in Pineville. The other guys seem to kind of they might all be living together. I'm not sure, but it seems like we have substantially more coverage than the other team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how the scoring works, but I see Chase, running laps around these guys he's playing with in Austin all day, and they're both on the other team. So that's just like 3 points.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, Hayden, here we are at the end. It's just the two captains left. Obviously you're going to pick your team to win it next season, but tell me why.
Look, I mean, I just think from top to bottom, I think, there's a lot of solid play that we've seen to pair with potential. I'm not worried about any of my guys going out there and putting up a dud. I can trust everyone to go out, play a good round. No one's going to kill us. And I think everyone can help us win. So I wanted to build, I think we talk about a lot with your team, a lot of potential and potential and high ceilings. And I think, that's always fun and exciting, but I think we have a very safe and solid team that can go out and get the job done. So that's kind of what I wanted to build before the draft. And I think we did a good job of that.
All right, good. And I'll just kind of finish on mine. Obviously, I'm going to pick our squad. I think we have a great squad. Top to bottom, our last pick of the draft was Train. Like I said, that's probably the biggest value pick of this draft. He might not show up at every event, but the events he does show up, he will show up.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman with a public service announcement to you, my friends, to remind you this summer to be on the lookout for sharks. No, not the cute, cuddly kind that you see at the beach chewing on toddlers' feet. I'm talking about sharks of the shit variety. The shit shark is everywhere. He feeds on the weak-minded and the drunk. He may look harmless, but if you give him the The tip of your finger? Well, he'll take your whole fucking hand. My friend Andy Dufresne didn't listen, and he got trade raped in the laundry room and the storage closet, and probably a lot more places he didn't tell me about. So keep your eyes open and your reject button ready. It's a long season, but together we can crawl through a river of shit and come out clean on the other side. That's from a movie. I'm Morgan Freeman.
One of 3 to hold the tag, the number 1 tag. I've done it.